November 20th 23 astronomical events. November 2 and 3 Jupiter at opposition. On November 2nd and 3, Jupiter will be at opposition, or its closest to Earth. Jupiter will shine brightly at magnitude 2.9, making it one of the brightest objects in the night sky during this event. Jupiter will reach its highest point in the sky around midnight local time, making it easily visible for much of the night. Jupiter's opposition means it will be visible for most of the night, rising at the time the sun sets and setting around the time the sun rises. Look for Jupiter in the constellation Aries. November 4th Saturn ends retrograde motion. Saturn will end its retrograde motion, reversing from westward to eastward, a common occurrence among outer planets after passing opposition. Earth's orbit around the Sun causes this apparent side-to-side motion of celestial objects over a one-year cycle. November 6th Mercury at aphelion. Mercury's 88-day orbit around the Sun will carry it to its furthest point from the Sun, known as its aphelion. At this point, Mercury will be located at a distance of 0.47 astronomical units from the Sun. November 9th Lunar occultation of Venus. The Moon will pass in front of Venus, creating a lunar occultation visible from Europe, Western Russia, Greenland, Africa, Asia, and Svalbard. For the rest of the world, the Moon and Venus will make a close approach. November 10th Comet C2023H2 Lemmon reaches peak brightness. Comet C2023H2 Lemmon is forecast to reach the brightest point in its 2023 apparition on 10 November. At that time, it will lie at a distance of 0.92 astronomical units from the Sun, and at a distance of 0.19 astronomical units from the Earth. November 12th Taurid meteor shower. The northern Taurid meteor shower will be active from October 20th to December 10, producing its peak rate of meteors around November 12th. Over this period, there will be a chance of seeing northern Taurid meteors whenever the shower's radiant point in the constellation Taurus is above the horizon. At its peak, the shower is expected to produce a nominal rate of around 5 meteors per hour. November 13th New Moon. The Moon will pass close to the Sun and become lost in its glares for a few days. It's the best time to see nebulae, galaxies, and clusters. November 13th Uranus at opposition. Uranus will reach opposition when it lies opposite the Sun in the sky. Lying in the constellation Aries, it will be visible for much of the night, reaching its highest point in the sky around midnight local time. November 14th Conjunction of the Moon and Mercury. The Moon and Mercury will share the same right ascension, with the Moon passing 139 to the south of Mercury. The Moon will be 1 day old. The Moon will be at magnitude -8.3 and Mercury at magnitude 4, both in the constellation Scorpius. November 17th Mars at solar conjunction. Mars will pass close to the Sun in the sky as its orbit carries it around the far side of the solar system from the Earth. At closest approach, Mars will appear at a separation of only 0.06 from the Sun, making it totally unobservable for several weeks while it is lost in the Sun's glare. November 18th Leonid meteor shower. The Leonid meteor shower will be active from November 6th to November 30, producing its peak rate of meteors around November 18th. Over this period, there will be a chance of seeing Leonid meteors whenever the shower's radiant point in the constellation Leo is above the horizon, with the number of visible meteors increasing the higher the radiant point is in the sky. November 20th Close approach of the Moon and Saturn. The Moon and Saturn will make a close approach, passing within 229 of each other. The Moon will be 7 days old. The Moon will be at magnitude -12.1, and Saturn will be at magnitude 0.6. Both objects will lie in the constellation Aquarius. November 22nd Monoceratid meteor shower. The Monoceratid meteor shower will be active from November 15th to November 25th, producing its peak rate of meteors around November 22nd. Over this period, there will be a chance of seeing monoceratid meteors whenever the shower's radiant point in the constellation Canis Minor is above the horizon, with the number of visible meteors increasing the higher the radiant point is in the sky. November 25th Close approach of the Moon and Jupiter. The Moon and Jupiter will make a close approach, passing within 231 of each other. The Moon will be 12 days old. The Moon will be at magnitude -12.7, and Jupiter will be at magnitude -2.8. Both objects will lie in the constellation Aries. November 28th, November Orionid meteor shower. The November Orionid meteor shower will be active from November 13th to December 6th, producing its peak rate of meteors around November 28th. Over this period, there will be a chance of seeing November Orionid meteors whenever the shower's radiant point in the constellation Orion is above the horizon, with the number of visible meteors increasing the higher the radiant point is in the sky. At its peak, the shower is expected to produce a nominal rate of around 3 meteors per hour. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more monthly astronomical events videos.